Um, our final act is Jacky Garratt, all the way from Land's End in Cornwall. We know Jacky because one of my friends recommended Jacky as a guest on the radio show. So Jacky did an interview with me, and now she's on WonderZoo performing, which is absolutely
brilliant. You explained what radio show?
Oh, on P-Town Radio. So if anyone doesn't know, every Friday evening from 7 till 10, me and Slane do a radio show. So it's sort of like an arts and culture based show with bits of community as well. Like we interview people from the community or from different arts backgrounds. And yeah, Jacky was one of my guests. So that's how we got to know her. And yeah, Jacky is a singer-songwriter. She used to be a...
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt again, Chi. Can you put a link to the radio show in the chat?
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
Right,
Jacky used to be a medical doctor in the NHS, and then she got into the arts a bit later on in life and has been a passionate singer-songwriter since. So, hi, Jacky, are you there?
No, that's rude.
Hi, Chi. Yes, it's been an awful long journey from Land's End, but I managed it. Yeah, thanks for inviting me. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a really good show. Actually, I'm going to do one of my oldest and one of my newest pieces, so just the two pieces. But I wrote the first one when I was a medical student. My job back then was to hang around in the hospital, and when people came in through casualty, to follow them through the system and learn about their diseases and the treatment that they got. And this particular experience affected me quite a lot. And I wrote this poem, which is called Fat Chance. The surgeons snigger outside the theatre. Ha ha ha, he. The only slim thing about her is her chances. They offend my sense of your dignity. Your nakedness had to come before them. To prod and pry was necessity. But as well as mere flesh and piss and pulses, I wish they could see what I still see. Breasts that have nourished a clutch of children, a belly that carried and brought forth life, a body enhanced because you've lived your life in it, a woman's body, a long-loved wife. The examination is full of judgment. Can we get through the blubber? How's her life? Weighing their time against your chances. Do enough people love you to warrant the cost of the knife? There's a long wait while the theatre's made ready. Time paints those breasts a mottled blue. Bare as a newborn, save the oxygen umbilicus and the drip keeping life flowing into you. Far away in the night, a man drives from Hastings, your son. One eye on the mirror and his foot on the floor. Now in the maze of identical high streets, desperate to penetrate London's grey sprawl. He finds the reception. Yes, she's here. Take a seat. Then the nurse comes. It's this way. Do you need to eat? You know it's not likely that we will save her. When did you say her pain began? She's in here. Just a moment. The doctor needs time to check over her scan. He gets a few minutes behind the curtain. He's still bewildered. Does she know I'm here? He's worried his car's parked in the wrong spaces. Ma, can you hear me? Oh, it's so hot in here. Then he has hours of endless pacing, lukewarm tea, nowhere to smoke. Look at all these poor buggers sleeping. Hope I die before I'm an old bloke. His mother's a square of flesh on a table, framed by green shrouds on another floor. Scalpels dig in and blood spills over. After 3 hours, nobody hopes anymore. But he is, with his mind still racing, thinking of grass in summer parks, remembering being so small her hip was above him, and lying beside her when he was afraid of the dark. What are they doing? They should have finished. Time sweats like the skin on the back of his neck. I wish I'd told her I always loved her. Did I tell her? They've cleared that check. The CCTV in Theatre 7 films a beating heart in her sawn-through chest. The surgeons wait for it to die with the rest of her. They've tried, they've failed. They could have guessed. Her son hears the surgeon's tread approaching. His hopes surge up, then ebb away. He already knows what this man will tell him, but the surgeon tells him anyway. The words are lost in a sea of confusion. Waves crash in his head and the sounds all blur. He feels salt in his eyes and he thinks he's swimming, thinking, none of this should ever have happened to her. None of this should ever have happened to her. I'm thinking, I wish this wasn't happening to you, Mr. Wilson. You lost your mother out of the blue. I hope you're man enough to cry like a child for her. Mr. Wilson, I wept for you. Thank you.
Brilliant. That destroyed me.
It still affects me, actually, that experience. So I did want to just take a moment and dedicate it to that family that I think about even now, and for everybody who's lost somebody, especially when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
So this next song might seem a bit of a strange one to follow that poem, because it's it reads primarily as a love song. But you can also just read it as a general appreciation for anyone that makes you happy. So I've been sending it to people who've made me happy, just even in small ways, so that I know that I value them. Because there's people I've lost that I've never told that. So you never know when it's going to be too late. So I have put it on YouTube. So if anybody else feels moved to send it to anyone that you love, then you can. It's called The Colour of Happiness. And I'm not going to actually play it because for the first time I made a video to go with one of my songs. So Gabby is kindly going to play it from a YouTube link.
You're the colour of my happiness. You're the colour of my smile. You're the colour of the special days that make my life worthwhile. Will you come and paint the town with me? Or stay in and deck the halls? Make the day glow together. Break through the beige of these four walls. Don't wanna go deeper into sepia. Monotony of money chrome. I'm sick of all the shades of solitude, fed up with the color of alone. I'm the color of commitment. Yours is trust, the deepest shade. I want to paint my whole world over with this bright new mix we've made. Be the color of my happiness. You're the color of my soul. Be the color of my rainbows, and you're the color of knowing I found gold.
Yay!
Is Jackie still there?
Jackie's still there?
Jackie?
Oh, you need to unmute yourself.
I'm still here, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you, Jackie. That was amazing.
Can we see you? Can we see the video of you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, brilliant.
Yay.
Thank you for that wonderful video. That's really good. I sent to Gabby during the video. I really like it, actually.
Thank you.
I just like that very simpleness of it, and I think it's really effective.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you.
It's inspiring how you've made it in such a simple way, but it's really beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Just a comment from Harula Ladd for your poem. She says, very moving poem and beautifully delivered. And Brian Herdman says, he quotes, time sweats die with the rest of her. Such powerful language, evocative of love and the human condition. Wonderful stuff, Jackie. Thank you. That was from Brian.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you so